Hey everyone, welcome to the Gamer's Refuge. I seen an article on Gamerize.net a few days ago that made me do a double take and say, what the fuck? Apparently there is a Russian man who is getting ready to attempt a lawsuit against Bethesda, for the fact that he lost his job and his wife. Reportedly, he went on a 3-week gaming binge playing Fallout 4. Great game, by the way. Really fun. Of course, as with all games, Fallout 4 is not without its faults and all, but overall, it is a great game. It's very fun to play, you know, and whatnot. But he is suing Bethesda for 500,000 rubles. I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if my pronunciation is just a little off. And that works out roughly to the equivalent of 7,000 US dollars. Now, apparently he decided to call off from work, not show up for work, so his job fired him, during this 3-week period. And, apparently, his wife decided to leave, which, I'm sure there's probably other things that led up to that. Probably wasn't just that, but he's blaming it on Bethesda, because he could not control his own gaming habits. So, because he did not put priorities, in the proper order. He did not make smart decisions with his life. He decided to let a video game overrun his whole fucking life. And now he blames Bethesda because now he has to face the consequences. So, I'm going to interject my opinion real quick here. Now, I know from personal experience that, some games you get playing, you don't want to put it down, you don't want to turn it off, you don't want to save and, go to bed, or whatever. And it happens to all of us from time to time. But 3 weeks, and to the extent that it destroys your marriage, you lose your job, I mean, come on. It's fucking ridiculous. And in the article, the lawyer that is representing him pretty much said that the reason that they're taking the case is basically to see how far they can take it, see if they can win this, and it's one of those things that just makes me question, what the world is coming to, that, based on people's decisions of how they handle their lives, when things go wrong or don't turn out the way they would hope they would, and they have to face the consequences, they have to blame somebody else. They can't blame themselves. I mean, come on, they have to take responsibility for their own actions, and I mean, really. So, let's place the blame on someone else. Let's place the blame on the game developer, because they're the ones that created this game that just ruined my life, without, stopping to think that they ruined their own life. They brought this on themselves because they did not, take care of their responsibilities. Like I said, my own personal experience, I'm a gamer. I love games. I love video games. I love when I come home from a long night at work. That's what I do. I sit down, I relax, I unwind, I play some video games, whether it be Fallout 4 or, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, or, whatever. I mean, ESO, just whatever I'm in the mood for that night. It helps me relax. But I work a full-time job. I'm married. I have kids. I'm working on building my YouTube gaming channel, The Gamer's Refuge, which, any YouTuber will tell you, just that in itself, it's not easy. Um, I have an old classic British sports car that I'm in the process of working on and restoring. You know, I have all this going on in my life. Not to mention that I'm also a musician, although I don't find much time lately, for music. But I got all this stuff going on in my life. But I don't let this game overtake my whole life and ruin everything. I manage my time. I think most other gamers manage their time as well. So, the fact that, he, is placing the blame on Bethesda for his own lack of control, I find it fucking ridiculous. And there's a similar case in 2010 where a Hawaiian man took a case to a U.S. federal judge. Similar circumstances. He was suing the game developers of a game called Lineage 2, because he became addicted to the game, saying that he wouldn't have bought the game if they would have warned him that the game was addicting. The fucked up thing is that this judge ruled in his favor. He won that case, which is fucking bullshit. My opinion. Your opinion may differ, but my opinion is bullshit. I mean, you're gonna blame the makers of a video game because you can't manage your time wisely. You can't prioritize. You don't take responsibility for your own actions. And don't misunderstand. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about the people who do this stupid shit. You know, that's the people I'm referring to. But the makers of Lineage 2 apparently was a company named NC Soft of South Korea. So, and they were ordered to pay this guy's legal fees and all that. So, again, I find it extremely stupid. I mean, most gamers I know, they manage their time, they work a full-time job, they have families, they have bills, and they have their priorities set. They're responsible. They know that, they have bills to pay, they have to eat, so therefore they must go to work and make money. It's simple, common sense. As much as I love video games, unfortunately for most of us, they don't pay the bills. I wish they did. Trust me, man, do I wish they would pay the bills. There's a very small percentage of people out there who do get paid to play video games. And you know what? I'm happy for them. Go for it. I envy those people because I would love to do that. Whether it be video game developers, or if they're so lucky to have a job testing video games, trying to find all the flaws, which I think they do mostly like beta type stuff now with groups of people, whatever. But if they're so lucky to actually get paid for it, hey, great. And of course, you have your gamers on YouTube with their gaming channels and all, and there are some of them that do make a living playing video games, making videos, putting them up. Hey, and I'm happy for those people that are able to do that. That's something I would love to do. But for most of us, myself including, we don't get paid to play video games. So we have to work, we have to prioritize, we have to, be responsible adults. That's my opinion. In the comments down below, put your opinions there. I want to know what you think, about this whole fucked up situation. Do you think Bethesda should pay him, for losing his job and his wife and all that? Or do you think that this whole thing is bullshit? Leave it in the comments down below. I want to hear what you think. And as always, I appreciate everybody taking the time to watch my videos. And until next time, I will see you in the games.